Okay, you planning on building a new tool shed this summer? Perhaps you're planning on some home renovations, or perhaps you're planning on putting on an addition to your porch, or whatever you're planning on doing. Housing stocks take a hit from Trump's lumber tariff. Now, let me tell you, you probably never heard of this lumber tariff, but there's a huge lumber tariff that the Trump administration levied on Canadian softwood lumber imports. Okay? A lot of people never heard of this in the United States. They're saying, well, how will this affect me? I'll tell you how it affects you. You will go into Lowe's, and that sheet of plywood that you used to buy last year for, say, $18, now it's going to be $26.99. That same sheet of plywood. Everything. Your 2x4s last year you used to buy for like $2.98, now they're going to be $4.98. All the way across the board. This tariff is going to be added to the lumber prices. So let me read to you here. Home builder stocks fell on Tuesday on a concern new tariffs by the Trump administration on Canadian softwood lumber imports will raise costs. The new tariffs average about 20% and were announced Monday night. iShares, U.S. home construction, exchange-traded fund, fell about 1% on Tuesday. Plute Group's stock dropped more than 4%, and Toll Brothers shares slipped more than 1%. Shares of D.R. Horton also pulled back, falling more than 2.5%. We expect builders to attempt to combine surcharges to customers to some acceptance of lower margins in the way of coping. So what the builders are going to do is they're going to pass the cost on to customers in surcharges. So your new home's going to cost more. This whole thing is, this lumber tariffs is going to filter its way down through the system to prices of everything that's made out of wood. Because I'm going to explain to you. A lawful big chunk of the wood that's consumed in America comes from Canada. Because there's loads of trees in Canada. And they chop the trees down and they head them south of the border. There's near where I live, there's a huge mill. The mill is a tremendous amount of softwood that they bring. They're just constantly hauling trucks in and trucks out, and it's all heading south. The thing is this is going to filter its way down through every one of your home stores where you buy lumber. You're going to see at least a 20%, but when they pass costs off, okay, so this is a 20% across the board, what they pay. They always double it to what you pay. So at 20%, they're going to charge you 40%. So look for a 40% increase in the cost of anything that's made out of wood, right down to the handle of your shovel when you go to buy a shovel. Because it's all made out of wood, and everything that's made out of wood is going to go way up in price. So this is something that's coming, and it's going to help to add to the inflation. I think that this is what Trump's tactics are. I think he would like to cut off China. Canada is a small cut, and it will add to inflation. But if he could cut China, that would be a monster cut. And that would really help to lower the dollar. See, Trump really wants to lower the dollar. The Fed is working right now in a war against Trump to try to support the dollar. The thing is there's an internal war going on here. I've tried to explain it before. If inflation comes, and comes big, the first reaction is going to be that it's going to stimulate the economy. There's no doubt about it. Prices start to go up. The velocity of money starts to increase, jobs and wages start to go up, and the next thing you know, you've got a real economic recovery, not a fake economic recovery like they've been bamboozling us. The Federal Reserve has been bamboozling us ever since 2008. And they'd like to continue to keep on bamboozling us. But it's getting more and more impossible for them. So thank you for listening. Like and subscribe. and we will catch you in the next article. Bye-bye for now.